Hello everyone, this is lesson 3.4, parallel and perpendicular lines. I'm gonna review some facts about the line first. If you have two lines or three lines in the Cartesian planes, they might be parallel or perpendicular. So this line and this line are parallel lines. The parallel lines have the same slope. So if the m here means the slope is 3 over 4, so the m here also equals 3 over 4 for the parallel lines. You know that the parallel lines never intersect. What about the perpendicular lines? If the slope of one of them is 3 over 4, so the other slope is negative 4 over 3, means the negative reciprocal. Reciprocal means you invert the fraction. Instead of being 3 over 4, it will be 4 over 3, and you change the sign. If this is negative, this will be positive. This is the relationship between the slopes of the parallel lines and the perpendicular lines. Again, the parallel lines have the same slope, 3 over 4, 3 over 4, 1 over 2, 1 over 2. The perpendicular line, lines you have to invert the fraction. 3 over 4 will be negative 4 over 3. What about the lines which are parallel to the x-axis and parallel to the y-axis? The x-axis itself, its slope is 0. The slope of the x-axis equals 0, m equals 0. And the slope of the y-axis is undefined because it should be negative 1 over 0, and the negative 1 over 0 is undefined quantity. Any line parallel to the x-axis, like this one, is also has this same slope of the x-axis, which is 0, and any line parallel to the y-axis has the same slope of the y-axis, which is undefined. The equation of the line which is parallel to the x-axis, like this one, the equation is y equals 5 because it cuts the y-axis at 5. If it cuts the y-axis at 4, the equation will be y equals 4. And the equation of any line parallel to the y-axis is x equal to the number where it cuts the x-axis. So this will be x equal 4. This is the equation of the line. But the slope of the line is 0 here, and the slope of this line is undefined. Let's get started with the exercise. This is in page, don't know the page. Which of the following equation represents a line that is parallel to the line with equation y equals negative half x plus 5 and contains the point negative 2.5? Again, he is asking about an equation of a certain line which is parallel to this line. Of course, since it is parallel to this line, so it has the same slope, which is negative 1 over 2, and passes through the point negative 2.5. Do you remember from the last lesson how did we get the equation of the line if you know the point and the slope? Yes, point slope form, y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Where is the slope? It's the same slope of this line, which is negative half. Where is the x1 and y1? It's this point. So it's y minus y1, which is half, equals half negative half x minus x1, which is plus 2, because negative 2 equals positive 2. Can we simplify this equation? Multiply the negative half times x, it will be negative half x. Negative half times 2 equals negative 1, because the 2 cancel the 2. And here still you have this one, y minus half. If you multiply all the equation by 2, the y times 2 it will be 2y, the half times 2 equals 1. The negative half times 2 equals negative 1 also, it will be negative x, and this times 2 equals negative 2. I want to get this equation in the form of one of these ones. These are written in the standard form, means x and y in the left side and number in the right side. So get this x to the side, to the left side, and 1 to the right side. It will be 2y plus x equals negative 2 and positive 1. Negative 2 positive 1 equals negative 1. So the answer will be number B. Number 2. Which of the following equation represents a line that passes through this point and is parallel to the x-axis? Of course, the x-axis has a slope equals 0, yes. So you have the slope and the point now. Use the point slope form. Y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. We said that slope is 0. 0 will cancel all this. So the y minus the y1, which is 6. This is the y1 and this is the x1, equals x minus x1, which is 7. 0 times all the quantity inside the brackets equals 0. It will be y minus 6 equals 0. So y equals positive 6. Or if you remember what I have said in the beginning, that since this parallel to the x-axis, so it cuts the y-axis at 6. So its equation equals y equals 6 from the beginning. We don't do all this. Number 3. Which of the following equations represents a line that passes through negative 5 and 1 and is parallel to the y-axis? Parallel to the y-axis, remember the shape. Something parallel to the y-axis like this, and cuts the x-axis at negative 5 and 1. Negative 5 and 1 means, yeah, if this is negative 5, this is the point, negative 5 and 1. And since it is parallel to the y-axis, we look at the point where it cuts the x-axis, and this will be its equation. So it will be x equals negative 5. The equation is x equals negative 5 without using the point slope formula. So it's easy to write the equation of the lines parallel to the x-axis or parallel to the y-axis in this way. Number 4, a line passes through the point negative 1, 2, and 5 in B and parallel to the graph of the equation of the line for x minus 2y equals 13. What's the value of B? Again, it's parallel. Means the line passes through this point parallel to the line with the equation for x minus 2. So if you get the slope here and the slope here, these two slopes will be equal, right? So let's get the slope between these 2 points. The slope between the 2 points will be y2 minus y1 means b minus 2 over x2 minus x1, which is 5 minus negative 1 means 5 plus 1. This will be equal to the slope of this line. How can I get the slope of this line? I have to write this line in the form of the slope-intercept form first, because it is written in the standard form now. How can you do that? Take the 4x to the other side. It will be negative 2y equals negative 4x plus 13, and divide by negative 2. So this equation will be y equals negative 4 divided by negative 2 equals 2x minus 13 over 2. So the slope is 2. So I can say that since they have the same slope, so I can say that 2 means 2 over 1. And cross multiply to get the b now. How can you get this b minus 2? The b minus 2 is equal to 2 times 5 plus 1, which is 6. This will be 6. So it will be 2 times 6 divided by 1, which is 12. Take the 2 to the other side. So the b equals 12 plus 2, which is 14. Have you got this one? And this one, in the xy plane above, line L is parallel to the line M. What is the value of b? Since these two lines are parallel, so they have the same slope. Can I get the slope of this and the slope of this? Yes. Let's start with line L. Its slope is y2 minus y1 means 0 minus 3 over 2 minus 0. Since it is parallel to the other line, which is this one, so it has the same slope. So it will be negative 3 minus b over negative 1 minus negative 4 means negative 1 plus 4. Can you solve this equation? Simplify it first. This will be negative 3 over 2 equals negative 3 minus b over 3, because this negative 1 plus 4 equals 3. If I want to get negative 3 minus b, cross multiply this times this divided by this. So negative 3 minus b is equal to, it will be negative 9 over 2. And then get the negative 3 to the other side, it will be negative b equals negative 9 over 2 means negative 4.5 plus 3, which is negative 4.5 plus 3, negative 1.5. Cancel the negative, so b equals 1.5. Again, the idea of this example is using the parallel between these two lines to get the value of b. This is the b. Where is the b? This one. So I got the slope and try to equalize the two slopes, make them equal, and solve the equation. Number 6. In the xy plane above, if the line L is perpendicular to the line T, what is the value of A? Oh, here the two slopes are not equal, but one of them is the negative reciprocal of the other. So let's get one of the slopes. The one I can get it is the slope of T, because the numbers are already exist. So the slope of T equals y2 minus y1 means negative 3 minus 1 over negative 4 minus 2, which is negative 4 over negative 6, which is 2 over 3. This is the slope of the line T. What about the slope of the other line? The slope of the other line, which is L, y2 minus y1 means 4 minus a. Y2 minus y1 means 4 minus negative 2 means plus 2 over x2 minus x1 negative 1 minus a, which is 6 over negative 1 minus a. These two slopes are not equal, this and this. One of them is, because they are perpendicular, is the reciprocal of the other. So I can say that 6 over negative 1 minus a is equal to, and instead of 2 over 3 it will be negative 3 over 2, because they are perpendicular. And solve the equation now. So if you want to get this part, a negative 1 minus a, it is equal to 2 times 6 over negative 3. 2 times 6 over negative 3. The 2 times 6 equals 12. It will be divided by negative 3 equals negative 4. Take this to the other side, it will be negative a equals